What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at My Spy 2 Eternal City. So, this one is a movie which has recently come out on Amazon Prime, and we did take a look at the first movie yesterday on the channel, so you can go check that out after you've checked out this video. But I am doing a thing where every new movie that comes out, I'll be taking a look at all the older ones, to get into the spirit of it, to sort of hype everyone up, build a little thing around it on the YouTube channel, and just build hype. So I'll be doing it for Venom as well, and I did it for The Crow. I also did it for a couple of other movies as well, so it's just becoming a trend on the channel. I thought I might as well point it out. And something else to point out is we have lost the 2012 intro. I used to have the 2012 intro all over this YouTube channel. It was always in the news videos, always in the film reviews, always in some reviews as well. But I have listened to your guys' sort of feedback. That intro has run its course on the channel, and it will not be here anymore. I have removed it, so we should just be getting into videos just as we should get into it. So without any further delay, let's take a look at My Spy: The Eternal City, which is a wrong title because it has nothing to do with an eternal city. So, it is a 2024 movie. It's a comedy action movie, which is an hour and 53 minutes, 13 minutes longer than the last one. It has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 3.4 out of 5 on Amazon, and a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. And you can watch this on Amazon Prime. JJ, a veteran CIA agent, returns with his protege, Sophie, in order to prevent a catastrophic nuclear scheme amid at the Vatican, which disputes a high school choir trip to Italy. I'm gonna be honest, Chief, this one is pretty sick. This one is much better than the first one, in my opinion, but let's actually get into how the story actually goes. So, JJ is having a pretty rough relationship with his daughter, because she's being an angsty teen. She doesn't like him. She doesn't want to be a spy anymore. She's changed her mind. She's always training, and she doesn't like it. She just wants to have a normal childhood. Her opinions have changed, and she doesn't want to do it anymore. She joins choir. She gets excited because she's going to Italy. The mum gets a phone call, and they're like, hey, you should like offer to do stuff with her. So they come to a compromise, and JJ is going to be a chaperone to Italy and sort of go on the quest. The CIA sort of let him take this time off because he's become a desk jockey, so he's no longer useful in the field, and because the head of the CIA's son is also going, which they're keeping it a secret from him and like sort of pretending that he's a nurse. But he's also a very awful, very embarrassing father. So, we have them go to Italy. We have JJ giving them fake beer, letting them sneak out and sort of saving their asses, letting them have a good trip. He has a little bit of a feud with his daughter, sort of trying to keep her in check and make sure that he doesn't get in trouble and that they don't get into trouble, and they're just trying to outspy each other until her best friend gets caught. And it just so happens that her best friend is the son of the head of the CIA, gets captured. So the head of the CIA comes in, they go into the Italian government to steal nuclear launch codes. They then, like, are hunted by their CIA friends because they think that they've gone rogue. They're then being chased all around Italy. They get captured by the bad guy, who just so happens to be the headmaster of the school, which is fucking strange, not gonna lie. Very, very odd. Very, very odd. And, yeah. It's strange. Anyway, they then have to fight, like, the old people, like the next-door neighbors who didn't die in the explosion last time, because they hid in a bathtub, and obviously we have Sophie doing that on her own. JJ nearly dies, JJ gets shot in the arm yet again. They find out, that they're gonna use nuclear launch codes to blow up, like, the world if they don't get money, which is a pretty shitty sort of thing. So, you know, they try and escape, they get captured. Even the best friend sort of comes into it and sort of, you know, stops it and yells at it and helps in the process of fighting the bad guys. And then that's pretty much it. They save the day. Gonna be honest, it is a very interesting plotline. They definitely do a Spider-Man No Way Home type thing where they go for like a school trip and they travel around Italy whilst trying to stop the bad guys while still trying to stay undercover with the school. They also go off on their own and do their own spy stuff, which is pretty cool as well. And is always very interesting to see when they do spy stuff and try to like sort of, you know, make it so that they're not going to be caught as spies. That's all I really have to say about it, the acting is exactly the same as last time. The actors are still really good. They're really good actors. Set design is a lot more interesting and intricate. We have a couple of saw traps in this one. We have a couple of other things. And when watching this, I did watch this with my nana, so I was making jokes whilst watching this. And one of the ones which I made was the saw joke when they were trapped. I was like, do you want to play a game? Again, there's a lot of references that can be made with this one. They definitely do make a lot of pop culture references in this one, which I thought was very strange. There was a lot of references which I did not expect them to make. I don't know why. They just made a load of references to pop culture. And I feel like doing that definitely dates your movie, because if you do that, those pop culture references probably won't be as prevalent in the future, so you're definitely dating your movie as a product of its time, and you can't really sort of... This loses its rewatchability, it loses its, like, referenceability, because if you sort of do look at that, and you do sort of try and, like, watch this in the future, like, Superman might not be as popular, or, like, a couple of 100 years' time, like, maybe not you, but, like, your kids. If they watch this, it's not going to be the same. This movie is going to lose value over time. And I'm going to be honest, I liked the action sequences. The action sequences were really cool. They were very exciting, and they had loads of sort of car chases, plane chases. They jumped out of a plane, they drove around, and they, like, fought guys. JJ got shot in the arm again. This is the second movie, and he's been shot in the arm twice. So if I had a nickel for every time JJ was shot in the arm, I'd have 2 nickels, but it is still strange that it happened twice. Same arm as well. He almost also nearly dies, and to be fair, he does seem quite stupid in this one. Not gonna lie, there is a couple of traps that he just get himself into that I worked out how to get out before he did, and I thought of a way to get out before he did, and I'm gonna be honest, like, come on, dude, like, you're a big, strong man, you can do something. You can do something to help yourself and get out, but he didn't. He just sort of chilled and waited until he almost died. I'm gonna be honest, the sort of dramatic thing at the end where, like, the nukes are about to go off and he stopped it with 2 seconds to spare is an overdone trope. Like, saving the day with, like, minimal time left is a very much overdone trope, and something that was pretty basic, something that I wasn't that, you know, excited about, something that I knew wasn't, like, a huge threat, because this movie trope is done so often that you knew that they were going to save the day, you knew that they wasn't going to lose. It's just like a movie fact now that they're not going to lose, so all this sort of time tension at the end just loses all sort of meaning, because it's been done so often, it's been done so much, that it just feels like nothing. It just feels nothing. It just feels empty and boring. I'm gonna be honest, there was a trope as well where the main girl, Sophie, liked a popular boy, a jock, when the guy who was her best friend liked her and she just couldn't see it. I fucking placed bets as soon as this movie started that she was gonna get with him by the end, and guess what? She did. She got with him by the end. And the parents learned how to give them space as well, which is, again, another common trope in movies. So this movie was filled with a lot of common tropes, and like I say in a couple of other film reviews, you don't have to reinvent the wheel to make an interesting story, because I still enjoyed this story. I still thought it was cool. The jokes were funnier in this one. I was laughing my ass off. One particular joke was when he got a stone penis thrown at his face, it smashed on his face, and he got the dust in the eye. And then he said, "It's in my eye," and then one of the girls said, "It's not nice, is it?" That joke, I'm so shocked that they got away with it. I was fucking in hysterics. I almost fell off my chair when hearing that one, because that one was a fucking good one. That was a fucking banger of a joke. I got that one. I thought that one was great. So there's a little something for everyone in this movie, a little bit for children, a little bit for adults. Like, you know, same old angsty teen sort of nonsense where it's like, hey, I don't like you, I'm getting older, fucking give me space, leave me alone. And the dad's like, no, I don't want to, I love you, you're my daughter, you're my little one, I want to keep as much sort of, like, of this, I want to make as many memories as I can whilst you're still this young, because time is going too quickly. And to be fair, I get both sides, I honestly do, but still, it is an overdone trope, and it is a trope that happens in real life as well. I will admit, this is a trope that does happen in real life. Yeah, this actually happens. This shit happens. I've seen it with my own eyes. Other than that, there isn't really much else to say about this movie. I'm going to be honest, it's a decent movie, and I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. It is a movie that I could rewatch again if I wanted to. Again, all the old characters come back from the first one, so that's really cool. Even the ones that died in the first one came back somehow, which I feel like they did a Fast and Furious with that one, because Fast and Furious can never let anyone die. Like, spy movies can never actually let anyone die. They always come back because they're spies. That's the excuse they give their spies, their special agents. They know how to come back. They know how to sort of save their day. They know how to, like, return. And it's stupid. I'm going to be honest. It's stupid and it bugs me. And I hate it. It is just a trope that doesn't need to be done. And to be fair, I was shocked. The main villain being the school teacher did actually come to a shock to me, but it made sense once I realized who her actor was, because she's been in quite a few sort of movies and she always plays like the twist villain in them, so it kind of made sense once I like realized who her actor was. But until then, I didn't really, didn't really think about it. So this movie did catch me off guard, which I do appreciate. It is something which is quite hard to do given the amount of movies and TV shows that I watch, so I'm happy that I got caught off guard with this one, and it actually did surprise me. So I'm going to be honest, 8 out of 10. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do want to review any other movies, TV shows, or anime, please do leave it down in the comments below. But yeah, I'll get on it as soon as I can. Bye bye.